Duty of care. What is duty of care? Duty of care are those obligations. They are your legal obligations at work. When you were hired, there are some job descriptions. You have a job descriptions. That job descriptions are your duty of care. Those things that are listed in your job descriptions, they are your duty of care. They are the duty of care you owe to the resident. Your duty of care, first of all, the primary duty of care is safeguarding. Safeguarding the residents you look after, even your colleagues, yourself. Yeah. So, duty of care are your legal obligations. Duty, you know what is duty? Duty is the things you do of care to people you care for, to the service users. Yeah. So, they are those legal obligations. For example, you have duty of care to give your residents support with what? Personal care. You have to give them a good shower if they want to have shower. You have to give them, need, support, whatever thing they need to be okay, you have to give it to them, so long as what? Within the law, within the care plan. Yeah, your duty of care, making sure that their clothes are neat, take them to the laundry so that they will wash it in the laundry, give them food if they are hungry, make a cup of tea, all those obligations you have, updating their care plan, administration of medication, all those things are your duty of care, depending on your level at work. Duty of care of a senior carer is not the same duty of care of just an ordinary healthcare assistant. But the primary duty of care of everyone is what? Safeguarding. Making sure that all the residents are protected, keep them safe from neglect, abuse, whatever, that will cause them harm. Now, the second question I have here is person-centered care. What is person-centered care? It is giving support to the service users, to the residents, the way they want it to be. How they want their care to be. That is person-centered care. Supporting that person how the person wants to be supported, provided it is within the law, provided it is within their care plan. Take, for instance, a resident, in your care home or in the hospital or wherever, anywhere you work, you might have this timetable that once it's 7:30, you put all your residents to bed. Everyone goes to bed at 7:30. Now, this resident might say, please, I don't want to go to bed at 7:30. I want to go to bed at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. You owe the person to take the person to bed around what? The time they want. You have to adjust and do what? And take the person to bed when they say they want to go to bed. Yeah, that is person-centered care. It is still within the law. It is not outside the law. Now, there are some people that use, pad. There is this pad that you cross it and wrap. Now, someone might say, sorry, I don't like this pad. I prefer pull-up. It is still within the law. You have to do what? Adjust. You tell the management, this person wants pull-off. Then they have to get pull-off for the person. It's possible the person will say, I don't like to get up around 6 or 7. I like to sleep until 10. You have to respect that. Yeah, so that is person-centered care. Caring for someone the way they want it, the way they need to be cared for, according to law, provided it's not outside the law. Is that okay? Yeah. So I have duty of candour. What is duty of candour? It's just being honest when things go wrong. For instance, you have been trained for medication to administer medication to the resident, and maybe somehow you made a mistake and the medication for resident A, you mistake it for resident B and you gave it to resident B. Yeah, that is a mistake. You have to be honest enough to come out to tell your manager, look, I've done a mistake. Look at what happened. So they will find solution as quick as possible instead of concealing it and keeping it. Okay? That is duty of candor. Being honest when things go wrong. That is what duty of candor mean. Now I have challenging behavior. Challenging behavior is just, there are those behavior that the residents display when their needs are not met. Take for instance, if a resident is hungry, remember, in a care home, most people that display challenging behavior is as a result of what? Dementia. Sometimes they eat and they forgot they have eaten. So yeah, they display this unwelcome behavior, challenging behavior when they feel their needs are not met. Although some people, even when you have provided their need, they still trigger themselves and other. But yeah, you must have to find what triggers them and stop it. A lot of things can trigger them. A lot of things can make them to start displaying challenging behavior. Something like maybe they feel like they are bored. They have been staying at a place for a long time. They need to go out, that type of thing. You need to take them out to the park. If you don't, they will start, some of them, they start destroying things, banging the door, hitting, they start being abusive. Yeah, so that is, the trigger is what? Staying at a place for a long time. So you have to know how to adjust. So you take them out and bring them back later. Some of them can be hunger. When others are taking breakfast or lunch, they don't want to take. After some time, they will come back. They will be hungry from their room and they start displaying these behaviors. So yeah, you have to find a way to, adjust and manage this behavior. Now, there are some of them, I've got someone that, when you want to give them shower, they try to take your hand and put under there. They feel they are so active, they still want to do something. Such a person, you have to devise a way to deal with that challenging behavior. For me, what I do is that I take them to the bathroom, I run the shower, I tell them, do this, wash yourself, or I watch them. When you get to that part, I give them, wash yourself. So I hope you learned something good. Please do not forget to like our page, subscribe. Please leave us a comment in the comment section. Thank you.